well. I've got a lot of people that I once met on my journey whose health are nothing to write home about. Not that the fund is not there. But let me tell you a little story of what happened with them on their course of the journey on earth. I have a group of people, and I will want you to please take a look or take records of what I'm about to say. If you have people, many who are retired from active service, if you take a census of these people, looking at 100 of them, it will be noteworthy that about 75% of them is treating one health issue or the other or multiple. It is noteworthy that many of them, 1 year after the retirement, they get down with stroke. Many of them begin to suffer diabetes. Many of them develop a very high blood pressure. Many of them get cancers of different types. Many of them begin to lose their vision. Many of them get demented. Many of them lose focus. Many of them just go into depression. Take a census of it. You will find out that one thing or the other is happening because they are no more in active service. Now, what has happened? A lot of these people maybe, let's use the word maybe, neglected their health, or if not in total neglect, paid very little attention to their health while struggling to gain wealth. They tried their very best to meet up with the status of the employment, to meet up with the status of the social standard, to meet up with what people will say, to the detriment of their health. Now, when they go into retirement, where they don't need to wake up as early as they used to, where a lot of things never seem the way it used to be, they find out that their health, which they have neglected, is now in the reverse form. Note this. Many of them do not last as long as 2 years after retirement. So on these notes, we may be talking about retirement passionately, but don't think until you retire before you take into cognizance what your health should be like. But from the day-to-day activity that you do in sourcing for wealth, let us try as much as possible to put our health into consideration. On this note, it is gladdening our hearts to let you know that this platform where you are listening tonight is going to make you eat your cake and also have it. Yes, you can eat your cake and have it here. You can have the totality of your health well packaged, and you can also have wealth at your beck and call. You will want to listen attentively to what we have to offer tonight. And I am sure at the end of today, you will want to do whatever it is we do that make us glow. Still on our health matters. Our health is our sole responsibility, just our responsibility. Nobody, not even your doctor, is responsible to your health. Please, I want us to take note, because a lot of times we hear, I'll get back to you. Let me talk to my doctor. I'll get back to you. Let me get back to my doctor. But most of the doctors in the world today are so aware that the next or the thing that matters in wellness now is what we are about to share with you. And I will ask that you please pay rapt attention. The world is changing and very fast too. Initially, we are used to the opinion that the big will always beat small. Oh, big. You're the small one. The big will always beat small. That is what we are always thinking. But in this world of today, it is no more slow and steady. It is the fast beating the slow. How fast are you? How slow are you? Let's take a look at what we have on the screen. We have the picture of, well, I said to the devices. Look at a computer and a typewriter. I was opportuned to witness the first computer purchased by a tutorial center when we were growing up. The owner of the tutorial center went from place to place, pleading with the parents of every child that attended that tutorial center, sourcing for funds to buy the hunchback computer. That was so many years ago. They're looking like 30 years ago. Yes, I think like 30 years ago, 27, 30 years ago, when they had to get the hunchback computer. It was so bulky. It was so intriguing to see something like a screen of the television we were used to then, typing words and doing so many beautiful things. That came to chase out the typewriter that we were used to. Imagine if you had to go to a business center and you are faced only with a typewriter. The typewriter there deal with just real-time situation. If the person made a mistake or water should pour on the paper they are using for typing, they would need to start all over to type those words over and over. But with a computer, all you need to do is process whatever it is, put it into the paper into the printer, and voila, you have all your prints. So many corrections, so many things can be done with a computer, unlike when there was a typewriter. Anybody can use a computer today, but you need expertise in handling a typewriter to be able to use. You must be very, very vast in clerical work. How about the communication technique? You wouldn't know who is calling.
Last week was one of the biggest American stocks.
You will pick up the phone, answer the call to find out who is calling. But today you can take a look at the screen of your phone and see a missed call and return the call. How about the cars? The cars are so intriguing these days. We own a car repair shop, and when people bring their cars today, it's a marvel to see the type of cars that people use today. Unlike what used to run in those days. Medically, what will you want to do with your health? Would you want to keep your health in those yesteryears, or would you want to move with time and situations? Let's take a look at this building. This is telling us what we are going to be talking about tonight. This is showing us a representation of what we are talking about tonight.
Everything size over.
Let's take a look at that beautiful building. Did the building just come to be like that? No, it started from somewhere. Where did it start from? It started from the gravel, the sand, the cement that you see piled up at the bottom of this place. Then it is placed in layers after layers after layers till you saw a beautiful building. Taking a look at the origin of human life, we only see the body. What's made up our body? What's made up the totality of that thing you call you? What made it up? We have our organs, our thyroid, our lungs, our brain, our heart, the stomach, the kidney, the bladder, the intestine. They are all made from something that we learned in our primary school, which is the cell. Now, what aids the existence of the cell is what we are going to be learning today. You can see by extension how much you have in the body. And there are individual cells that is responsible for everything that is hereby indicated. Our external and internal artery, the common carotid, everything has a representation on each cell. But the collection of the cell is what we are going to be looking at. And the collection of that cell is called the stem cell. The stem cell is one thing that begat the cells that made up that human being that you are seeing physically. Take out the stem cell and there is no human. Take out the stem cell, there is no plant. Take out the stem cell, there is no animal. So what are stem cells, if we may ask? Stem cells are special cells called mother cell. Now, for something to have the nomenclature mother or to be addressed as a mother, that thing must have begotten or birthed something called a child. Therefore, the stem cells are mothers, or stem cell is the mother of cells. That means the stem cells are the foundation of the organ and the tissue in the body. Look at the representation on the screen. You will find out that from that stem cell, you find your neurons, you find the cardiac cell, you find the stem cells also replicating themselves, you find the bone cell, you find the intestinal cell, you find the muscle cells and everything that makes up the totality of a man. Everybody has stem cells. Whenever I get to this, I always smile because there was an encounter with a woman one time, and my business partners met with her and they said, "Madam, we want to talk to you about stem cell because everybody needs stem cell." She was casting and biting and rebuking them that it is them that need stem cell. She does not need stem cell. God forbid that she needs stem cell. She was really, because she was not educated enough to know what the stem cells are. She was not educated enough to know that without a stem cell, she cannot even be. It is the cell from our parents, the man and the woman coming together to form the stem cells that regenerated 280 cells that later broke down into smaller units of cells to make the totality of who we are. Now, everybody uses stem cells, whether you like it or not. I'm using my stem cells. Whether you like to know that, whatever you breathe, whenever you eat, whenever you sleep, you are using the stem cells. And note this, the stem cell die. They degenerate due to age, environmental factors, illnesses. So we need to deliberately do what? Nourish and regenerate our stem cells. How do we nourish and regenerate them? Is it by eating anyhow? It is been open or noted that our food supply nutrients. They only give us nourishment. They don't regenerate our cells. They only help us to rob the existing cells. So how do we regenerate ourselves? What does it mean to regenerate the cells? How do we age gracefully? Since the cells are depleting and dying daily, imagine a scenario where the soldiers are taken to the battleground and the soldiers are fed. They are given water. They are taught. And the enemy is shooting down and the soldiers are dying. And you try as much to resuscitate the soldiers. And you can see 50% of the soldiers you came with are all down. You're trying to resuscitate them, may not be helping. The enemy is attacking. The best solution for you, if you're a good person who is versed in war, is to get more soldiers that are more fortified to come and stand at war, ready to face the enemy. This is a representation of what we should be doing for ourselves. Many people have cells that are dying. Many people have cells that are sick. Many people have cells that are cancerous. Many people have cells that are so degenerated. And a lot of time, I find some people carrying big bags of drugs that they cannot survive if they don't take like 20 of those drugs in a day. We have a lot of people whose testimonies are so intriguing and they are here with us tonight. Some people cannot survive 2 hours without medication. But it is mind-blowing to know that something can actually help them come out of that situation. Instead of putting butter on the bread that is soggy, why not get fresh bread for yourself? So we are going to be taking a look at something called the plant stem cell. We are not going to go deep into other kinds of cells because of time. Now, the plant stem cell is the latest technology in the world. And what is this plant stem cell? A lot of people will say, oh, Alex, what are you talking about? I am so vast in clinical matters. I'm so vast in sciences. And I have always known that the plant cell is haphazard and insoluble. How can you tell me that the plant cell is going to work in regenerating the human cell? Well, I will want to tell us that this is the next wonder of the world because everybody is intrigued. People marvel at the beauty of what this is all about. Now, there's a group called Mibel Biochemistry. Mibel Biochemistry is a member of the Twila group since 1886 thereabouts. They have 86,000 staff working with them. Now, take a look at a company that has about 86,000 staff. That means that company must be a very strong company. Now, Mibel Biochemistry found out that in the world today, there is something plaguing human, and they are looking for how to help people come out of this. They see people trying to go through surgeries. They see people trying to go through different kinds of medication. They see people who have been told to go home and manage whatever it is they have till they are dead. Is that the best we can do for humanity? Now, Mibel Biochemistry is standing on the order of something called the stem cell transplant. We can easily transplant stem cell to another person, but the cost of doing that is not cheap. Mibel Biochemistry now found something in the world today called the plant stem cell. They went into partnership with a company called Phytoscience Malaysia. Now, Mibel Biochemistry found an apple species in Zurich, Switzerland, that is actually going into extinction. Now, this apple is called the Utwila spatloba. If you are someone who speaks that language, I'm sure you will know. Maybe Alex is not pronouncing correctly, but let's take it for the right spelling here. We have Utwila spatloba. After this time out, you will want to look up Utwila spatloba and see the beauty of what this apple really possesses. Now, this apple is an 18th century species of apple, and it has the self-healing. Did you get that? This apple possesses the ability to heal itself. Only humans do that, you know. Only animals do that. So how can plants that have an alpha-zat cell be able to do this? Mibel Biochemistry saw that this plant also possessed a longevity lifespan. They collected the stem cell of this apple without distorting nature's plan. So don't think by the time you use any of this, you're going to grow an apple tree on your head. No, you're not going to do that. They introduced something into the world, a nanotechnology called the liposomal phytocell technology. A liposomal phytocell technology is something you will also want to take a look at. You will want to Google and see what liposomal phytocell technology is. This was employed by Mibel Biochemistry, and they are able to prove that 0.1% of the concentration of this phytocell can help act as a catalyst to regenerate 80% of stem cell in human body. Did you get that? 0.1% of the phytocell technology concentration can help act as a catalyst to speed up regeneration up to 80% stem cell in human body. Did you get that? Now, Mibel Biochemistry went into conjunction with Phytoscience. Now, Phytoscience is pioneering the business of the plant stem cell to take care of our physical and financial well-being. Phytoscience is a company that is founded in Malaysia. They started their business at the Wisma building, and they are located in Bandar Baru in Malaysia now. Mibel Biochemistry gave the patent rights. When you hear that something is patented, that means you have the sole right over. Now, Mibel Biochemistry gave the patent right of the formulation of the double and the triple stem cell to Phytoscience. There was an MOU agreement to back it up. So initially, I was talking about not jettisoning our health in pursuing the wealth. Because at the end of the day, we find out that the little accumulated wealth cannot even go far, cannot even help with the issue of the health. Because you find that a lot of them, they will say, Daddy, maybe you collected gratuity now. Daddy, let's go and use the money for your retirement to do your health. At the end of the day, you find out that that money cannot even go 1 year when the health issue sets in. And the children begin to move back and move back. Who will take daddy to the hospital? I hope the men are not so angry that Alex is using the word daddy. That is what we find out. So for everyone who is a man here, on every woman who is here, you will please want to take into cognizance the health of your partner. Now we are looking at wellness and wealth. You can achieve the two. You really can achieve the two. Phytoscience is giving you the opportunity to come on board and join us. Now, what did Mibel Biochemistry do with the concentration of the 1% of that phytoceltic? It was used in making this wonderful thing you've seen on the screen right now. These products, the double and the triple stem cells, are fashioned by Mibel Biochemistry for Phytoscience. We have the double stem cell and the crystal cell, which are the sublingual therapy. We have the snowfield forts and the Actuplos, which are the water therapy. And we have the Miracle Intense Essence and the H2O Moisturizer, which are the topically applied cell. We also have the IIQ, but permit me, it is not here represented. The double stem cell and the crystal cell are made from the apple stem cell, Burgundy grapes, acai berry, tomato extract, and so many other things. Now, this is your go-to for any kind of health issue. Did you get that correctly? Any kind, as in over 200 different health matters can get help with the double stem cell and the crystal cell. Are you talking about cases like cancer? Are you talking about cases like multiple sclerosis? Are you talking about cases like fibroid? Are you talking about cases like infertility? Are you talking about blindness? Are you talking about glaucoma? Are you talking about diabetic gangrene? Are you talking about Huntington's or Bell palsy or Parkinson, dementia, heart problem, palpitation? Name them. Name them. Are you talking about fragility of the bone, osteoporosis? Are you talking about those ones that you can't even think about? Are you thinking about lymphoma, leukemia, those terrible sounding health issues? Are you talking about someone who suffers lupus? Are you talking about somebody who had given up hope, who cannot even get a proper diagnosis of what is wrong with them? Are you having someone who's got a nephrological case? Are you talking about someone who is on dialysis 3 times in a week and the person thinks that that is the end of their life? Are you thinking of helping that family who has been certified barren? Are you thinking about that house where you see that there is a disturbed child or a child who is mentally retarded? Are you thinking about helping somebody today get back their health? Is somebody having sinusitis where you are? What will this do for you, the benefits? I've just told you so many of the things that this will help. But let's take a look at protect longevity to your cell. It will combat chronological aging. It helps with digestive upsets. It improves cellular health. It gives better blood circulation. It's going to prevent stroke because when your blood is properly circulated, there will be a good supply of that to the brain. It boosts energy, possesses anti-inflammatory properties, restores the regenerative capacity of your cells. Yes, so many more. Now, it boosts your immune system. A lot of us never used to think about our immune system until the almighty COVID came, and everybody is now getting aware of what and how healthy they should be immune-wise. How do you consume the double stem cell and the crystal cell? They are not your regular go-to over-the-counter thing. The double stem cell and the crystal cell, like I explained, are the sublingual therapies. They are poured under the tongue. If you can open your tongue and face the mirror, you will see where you have this purple. There is a node from here that leads directly from your sublingual to your brain. That portion of your tongue is going to help transport the double stem cell or crystal cell to the brain. When you pour the sachet, simply close your mouth, and in less than 5 minutes, it's going to permeate and go by itself. When you cannot feel it underneath your tongue again, please take about 50 cl water, because the stem cell works better in an hydrated environment. This is the snowfield fort. The snowfield fort is your go-to for every gastrointestinal problem. Do you know anybody with halitosis? Halitosis is when someone is having, a person is going to talk and everywhere will disperse. People will just go away. When someone is talking, you see people shifting backwards. When someone is talking, you will want to shield your face. The snowfield fort is made from the mulberry plants, the snow mountain algae pure, wheatgrass, and so many other things that it has in it. Do you know the snowfield fort is excellent for anyone with sickle cell? Do you know the snowfield fort helps to manage the blood sugar? Do you know the snowfield fort helps in losing weight? Do you know the snowfield fort treats bad breath and other skin sores? It fights infection. It helps you with every gastrointestinal problem. It balances your body count, acid alkaline wise. It helps with chronic inflammation. It boosts your system. It makes you have strong immunity. Now, this does not go under the tongue. So I have a lot of people who will call and they will say, Alex, oh, I mistakenly poured snowfield under my tongue. So what should I do? The snowfield fort is not a sublingual therapy. It is a water therapy. What you need to do is put 1 sachet of the snowfield fort in 50 cl water. Shake properly and consume within 30 minutes. When you do that, the snowfield fort will go round to every part of your body where it is needed. The Plus is something I so much love, because the Plus is not a drug. None of what I have explained tonight is a drug. They are not supplements either. That is why I took the time to explain in detail the process of stem cells and all it entails. Excuse me. Oh, can anybody still see me? I think, let's see. Okay, I think it's better now. If you can still see me, the light went out, but nothing is happening. We are still good to go. Now, the Plus is made up of 18 fruits, twelve vegetables, and sorry about that. Now, imagine yourself having a buffet of the wonder of 18 whole fruits, 12 vegetables, 9 spices in a bowl, and you have to enjoy You have to enjoy that. Do you know what it is like to have the beauty of 18 fruits, 12 vegetables, and 9 spices? Even if you are to purchase the fruits, you may easily get tired of chewing because of the texture of um, individual fruits. You may have some fruits are crunchy, some fruits are very soft, some fruits, imagine chewing a coconut and chewing a pineapple or chewing watermelon with coconut. You know, the, the two of them are not really in the same group. Now, apart from that, imagine you going through the beauty of getting healthier, getting yourself, your health back with things that are pure, things that are not adulterated, things that are wonderful. You are in convalescence. You can really, really get yourself back on your feet because you are using some wonderful things put together. The actual plus has this and more. What will it do for you? The actual plus was actually birthed because of the increase in diabetes, especially in America. The diabetic ratio is really of the increase. So the actual plus is your go-to for every type 1, type 2, and pre-diabetes. Is that the only thing this is working for? No. The actual plus is your go-to for any of the 280 different kind of health issue. The actual plus is going to set you back running. It's going to take care of your male member. For any man who is 40 years and above, we all know that we should take into consideration our prostate health. For any woman who is 40 years and above, you need not a soothsayer to tell you you need to take into consideration everything that had to do with you as a woman. Now, how do you take the actual plus? It is not dropped under the tongue too either. The actual plus is coming in this kind of bottle. All you need to do is put 3 drops of actual plus or 5 drops of actual plus in a quarter glass of water. A quarter glass, I don't mean a very big glass cup. I'm talking about 4 ounces. If you can get 4 ounces of water, put 3 to 5 drops if you are just trying to maintain good health. But you can do 10 drops if you are trying to get out of a health issue. And you should do that morning, afternoon, and evening. This is the topically applied cells. We have the Miracle Intense Essence, and we have the H2O moisturizer. Now, the Miracle Intense Essence, just like the name implies, that is miraculous. They formulated this for just the skin, but many of us found extra job for the Miracle Intense. If you know this Alex well, you will know that the Miracle Intense has really, really had its stuff with me because I practically use it for everything. If you are a family person or if you love yourself, Miracle Intense should be a handy thing in your house. If you run a wellness center, if you have a hospital, Miracle Intense is the surest first aid. If you are in the house, you have a kitchen, Miracle Intense should be in your kitchen because it solves a lot of burns, hotness, a lot of things that is related to you. The Miracle Intense will help you. If you have someone who is always suffering migraine or different kinds of portioning of headache, you can spray the Miracle Intense at the portion where the head is aching. If you have problem with your eyes, someone said, Alex, I have to see my ophthalmologist before I use this. And the person was shocked to find out that the ophthalmologist also uses the Miracle Intense for their eyes. This is made up of the triple stem cells and the DEMCOM. Now, the Miracle Intense originally is meant to help you refine skin textures, reinforce hydration at cellular level to your skin. I am pleading with us, especially the ladies. The next I see most time on social media, a lot of people will get knuckle cream. You cannot tell the difference between my fingers and my knuckle now. But ask some people to raise their knuckle. You will think you're looking at a roasted plantain. You know, roasted plantain is not evenly distributed in the darkness. Yes, you will think you are having a roasted plantain. The skin is looking very different. When you see their skin and their face, it will be like somebody else's head is put on their shoulder. But with the Miracle Intense Essence, you will look all toned the way you should look. It will help you to reverse aging. This is my birth month. I'm going to be older on the 11th of July, but I'm actually looking younger. Age-wise, I will be older. Physically, I am getting younger. The Miracle Intense is your best. Let me tell you my secret. If you are a lady here, if you can get a bottle of Miracle Intense, open the cap, pour it, a little portion inside your cream and stir very well and use. This is my secret. This is what I have been doing for almost 4 years now. When you mix Miracle Intense with your cream, you will love yourself. You will glow naturally. You will have an even tone. Your neck and your face will not be looking like from two different countries. I am so passionate about speaking about this because
It seems she's been logged out, but I'm sure she'll be back in soon. Network you.
So gastronomy,
Please, Carlos, be talking.
It's raining heavily in our side here, very heavy, and I expect it's the same thing in Alex's space. Maybe that has affected the network. But I believe she has as good as rounded up talking about the product. Prof, are you there? Professor Adeloye, are you there? Bifad.
Professor Deloye is there.
Ma.
Bifad not there.
Bifad, you are here, right?
Good evening, ma. Yes, ma.
Oh,
Good
okay.
evening. Is it possible to take up with the financial aspect before she logs back in? I think she's done.
Yeah, the only issue I have is that my laptop, because I can't go outside to put on the gel now, my laptop is
Okay, yeah, because it's
is
heavy.
dead.
Okay,
I'm on
so
the phone.
maybe you may want
Unless
to
I
now.
just talk without
Yes,
without
so you
using the
shouldn't go.
slide.
Yeah, you shouldn't put on the gen this type of rain, especially if water can reach you. Maybe we should
Yeah.
take testimonies and hope that she'll come back in soon.
So anybody with testimonies can just raise up their hand and we can unmute them and so that they can share their testimonies.
Who will break the ice?
Okay, let me see. Professor Adeloye is our compendium of testimonies. Mama Laung, are you doing a thumbs up? You want to give a testimony? Okay, go ahead, mommy.
I actually want to give
yourself.
testimony on behalf of somebody who just this morning or this afternoon, she's one of my success line. And we were just talking about the products. And then she said, oh, she forgot to tell me that she noticed that when she puts on, she's only taking double stem cell, that when she puts on her glasses, she couldn't see very well. Then when she removed the glasses, she could see very well. And this is somebody that uses glasses. I've known her to be using glasses now over 20 years. So it's not that she has just started using glasses. So she was just telling me that I was telling her about another product, which I think will benefit her, which she's not been. She said, I've only been using the double stem cell. And she said, oh, I even forgot to tell you that you know that I don't use my glasses again. I said, why, mommy? She said, she just noticed that when she put the glasses on, she wasn't able to see very well. And the moment she removed the glasses, she can see well. And so she just forgets about the glasses. I just remembered just now. Sorry, I couldn't show my face. I'm in the kitchen.
No problem, man. That's awesome. Good one.
Yes, yes, yes.
We keep telling people about it because we know that this thing works. Any other person? Let me share one brief one. Now, this, although I'm sure I must have mentioned it to some people. Now, this is about my wife. Actually the BFAD. Before now, actually, she has been asthmatic for a long time. And we discovered that since the time we joined Phytoscience and we started using this particular product, she has not had any attack as an asthmatic patient. Well, she's no longer a patient of that. This is over a year now, she has not had any of that stuff. So is it worth sharing? Yes, to me, it's a big thing because I know what we pass through sometimes when those attacks come. So I believe, now, why am I sharing this? Now, if anybody that has asthma, no matter the level, no matter the category, this will go a long way to help. This is a personal testimony of that of my wife. Thank you. Another person while we're waiting? Oh, let me share another one, a short one, although the testimony is still brewing. I got somebody that his mom has tumor of the brain. And technically, the doctor says, well, the only option is to fly her out of the country to start with. This guy got to me and said, okay, good. I've been hearing you talk about this. Can this work? One, we don't even have money to fly her out to any country now, out of any country now, because at least I know them to some extent. I said, good, what can we do? I now tell them, let's get this for her. Let's get this for her. Let's get this for her. In fact, I was able to get one of the medical doctors in Phytoscience to have a consultation. And I just buzzed in. This is like 3 weeks ago. I sent this product to him like 3 weeks ago or so. I just was like, how is mommy? He said that now mommy is before now, she used to have, she sleeps 30 minutes in breaks like that. Once it's 30 minutes, before she can see the next sleep, it's like the next 6 hours or 7 hours. Now, mommy can sleep at a stretch for 6 hours in 3 weeks. Now, we are still treating, what's it called, the brain tumor. I just said that they should just keep on using it conscientious, at least effectively every day. So that by the time we come back in 6 months or 3 months that we planned initially, we can now say, good, this is how far we've gone. This is just 3 weeks ago. And I'm so glad at least of that brain very well to allow her to do some other things. That is what a lot millions to me. Once again, thank you. Oh, Slexer is back.
Hello, everyone.
The host back.
The network has not been fair with me tonight.
Yes, most likely because of the rain.
Yes, because of the rain, it's been tossing me in and out. And I want to say a very big thank you to everyone for staying still. God bless you. Let me see if I can still come right in on the other device so I can try to rush through with it. Mr. Tolu, I met you saying...
Yes, we're giving testimonies. We're running testimonies by, since you're already done with the product.
Let one device go. Thank you so very much, everyone. Thank you. I'm so super grateful. Thank you. Thank you, Professor Adeloye. I see you tried to reach me. The rain is really so massive, and it really did a lot of, I was even hearing a lot of sounds here, and I think that was why the light went out the other time too. Thank you, everyone. Let's quickly continue with our screen sharing, and we'll try to make it as fast as possible because our time is fast spent. I was talking about the miracle intense essence. I think that will do for now. Then the H2O moisturizer is also part of the triple stem cell for cellular rejuvenation, for making you look supple and young and good looking. Then our products are duly certified. You can see so many certifications. You have the NAFDAC, you have every certification you can think about. It is 100% natural. And we have the latest United States of America Food and Drug Administration certificate. Our products are insured to the tune of $1 million for anyone who will clinically prove that they used the product and it gave them an adverse effect. Our products have bagged recognition and award all over the world. And just like you were listening to testimonies, these are gory and viewer's discretion is hereby advised. This is a neuroblastoma stage 4 for a child, and she came back after 1 week of crystal cell. These ladies were so concerned about their looks, and they got good results with the Miracle Intense Essence. Now, this is a testimony from India on mouth cancer, and in 3 months, this person is looking better. This is coming from Zambia. It's a heart problem, and in 1 month with a crystal cell, this person is better. Now, this is a granny having a lump for 6 years and was due for operation, but she never got to do the operation because the Phytoscience stem cell came to our rescue. A leg for amputation also, and the person is saved from severing the leg. This is a leg that the doctor told them that if in 3 months, whatever it is they said they want to use is not working, they are going to cut the leg. But within a month, the result was so intriguing. This is a man with a heart problem, and this man was saved from death. This woman suffered osteoarthritis. So some people will say, oh, that thing they have is arthritis. And the doctor said until they are surgically helped, this woman didn't need to go through surgery because she found a product. Now, this man is saved from low self-esteem, because that is what I gather vitiligo can give to you. Apart from discoloration of your body parts, you will lose self-esteem because of the stare you get from people. Now, the Phytoscience crystal cell came to the rescue of this young man. Now, we are going to be looking at the potential market of stem cells. The Market Watch gave an estimation by 2024, the world of the stem cell would have gone to $467 billion. But I will tell you today that the secret in success is knowing where the world is going to and getting there first. If you want to be among the billionaires that is estimated within the next 10 years in 80% of the developed world, you want to come on board the Phytoscience stem cell business. Phytoscience is hereby offering you the opportunity of being in a business that is globally represented, a business you can find in about 51 different countries. These are the reasons why you want to join Phytoscience. Any company that can try for 5 years is a very solid company. And Phytoscience is not a laptop and desk company. At the beginning, I showed us that we have a building in Banda, and that building cost well over 4.5 million US dollars. Now, the marketing plan of Phytoscience is top-notch and next to none. They have awards in different parts of the world, and they do a lot of incentives in case you wish to join us. Now, you can create your own business with Phytoscience, because in Phytoscience, you earn in 11 beautiful ways. You earn in 11 wonderful ways if you are coming on board Phytoscience. In the traditional way of business, all you earn is the profits, which you find in retail. Yes, either the wholesaling or whatever, but that single profit is what you get. But in Phytoscience, you earn when you and everybody in your team work. You earn beautifully too. So instead of you working and earning just 13 or 12 times in a year, you can earn 11 times in Phytoscience whenever you do an activity. How much does it take to come on board Phytoscience? We have different packages if you want to come on board Phytoscience. The first one we are taking a look at is the Platinum package. The Platinum package goes for $1 million 1,370,600. Now, for you to come on board with that amount, you will get 105 double stem cell. If you are bringing anybody who is coming on board that package, the person is coming with 1,370,600 and they get 105 double stem cell. DS means double stem cell. You earn immediately, that person does that transaction. You earn 209,250. You also earn 13,950 for processing the form that made that person come on board. You must have used the data, but how much data in totality have you used? And you're going to earn 13,950. The next one is called the platinum mix with 1,093,100. With this amount, the person gets 30 double stem cells, 20 crystal cells, 6 no-fill forwards, and 2 actual plus. You still earn 209,250. You still earn 13,950 for writing out that person's detail. And there is another earning called the developmental bonus, which is 93,000 if you already have another platinum on your other leg. We have the junior platinum, which goes for 628,200. The product attached to it is 32 double stem cell, 6 crystal cell, 2 snowfill forts, 1 actual plus. If you have anyone who does this, you earn 104,625 instantly. I am so passionate when I talk about the instant earning instantly. This is one of the reasons why I said I have to come into Phytoscience, because of the instant payments. You also earn 6,975 when someone keys in, when you have put in the detail of that person. There's another one called the Junior Platinum Else 1, which is 612,800. For this, anyone that pays that gets 32 double stem cell, 6 crystal cell, 4 snowfill forts. And you also earn 104,625 instantly. If someone is coming on board with a platinum called the gold, the person is paying 442,300. If this person pays 442,300, they get 26 double stem cell and 4 snowfill forts. And you are paid 82,653 instantly and in bonus. Yes. There is a package called the silver. These people will want to say, I want to try out the business. I just want to use for myself. Let me have a feel of what it is like. Then I'll really come in fully. Okay, I don't have money for the platinum now. I have heard the presentation. I know it pays to be a platinum, but let me still start from. Some people may have the money, but because they are not so sure, they want to start with this. Some people may also genuinely not have, and they really want to be platinum, but they have the forms of a silver. I'm also going to teach us how we can achieve the platinum status. Now, with 92,000 Naira, the person can get 6 double stem cell, and instantly you get paid 15,275 instantly. You also get 1,018 Naira for the key in. There is a promo on silver going on right now for anyone who wants to be a silver. The silver promo is 66,500. The person will get 3 double stem cell and you still get your 15,275. You still get 1,018 naira for the key in. Now let us note, key in bonuses are only paid to anyone who is a platinum. Now, I said some people may have the mindset of a platinum, but they have the money of the silver. How can they become platinum? There is a 60-day challenge, and this is it. You can come on board as a silver, but within 60 days, if you can sign up 3 silver to your right, 3 silver to your left, you will automatically become a gold. If within the next 60 days also, you can have 1 gold to your right, 1 gold to your left, you automatically become a platinum. This promo ends on the 31st of December, 2021. So let's get to work. Anyone who is a silver, I recently celebrated Mama Showumi, who just achieved this feat. She is less than 2 months in the business, and she has moved from being a silver to a gold. And I'm sure within some days' time, she's going to move from a gold to a platinum. Now, this is the direct sponsor matching bonus, 10 up to the 10 level. For anyone who is coming on board this business and you really want to earn well, you need to talk to people. Sarah Kizito said, you talk to people, you talk to people, you talk to people, you talk to people until you talk to people. Now, talking to people in phytoscience, if you meet with someone who really knows what you are talking about as per the business, and when you share this idea with them, they catch it and they run with it, you're going to earn 7% of the totality of whatever that person is doing. So you will want to build a team. Phytoscience business is not the type you're going to bring somebody in and dump them, because if you really know what phytoscience is all about, the more you let your team member learn every good thing about making money, the more you let them know that they can really make a lot of money by doing what they should do, the more money you make. Imagine when you have your first sign up who is also teaching the team what they should do. You earn 7% of the totality of what that person earns. You earn 2% of what the person sponsor earns. You earn 2% down to the 10th level. Wouldn't you rather come on board the phytoscience? Now, in phytoscience, there is something called ranking. At phytoscience, we don't operate going to get a loan from banks, putting all that money and turning our house to the annex of the company. No, that is what a lot of people do that scare people away from network marketing. Network marketing is a very beautiful platform for helping people who are ordinary people to earn extraordinary income. At Phytoscience, when you groom a team or whatever it is you do with your team, as long as you have earned $3,000, which could happen in a day, in 1 hour, in 3 hours, in 3 months, in 3 years, depending on how you want to run your business. Once you hit the $3,000, you become a star 1. Once you hit the $7,000, you become a star 2. $15,000 will make you a star 3. You did not hear me say once you go to the bank and get a lot of loan and pour it into the company. No. Once you hit $30,000, you are a diamond. $50,000 will make you a blue diamond. $100,000, you are a black diamond. $500,000, you are a crown ambassador. $1 million, you are a crown president. That is the beauty of Phytoscience. Now, at Phytoscience, once you become a diamond, you qualify as a shareholder in the sense that whatever the business brings for Phytoscience, you qualify to share in that profit. But for you to be able to take part in that, you must earn at least $3,000 every month. If you earn $3,000 this month, that means you qualify for 1 unit of the share from diamond upwards. A crown president has the access to earn as much as 20 units. While people were talking about casting down, others are talking about lifting high in Phytoscience. People are getting retrenched.
Yeah.
People are getting downsized. Companies are folding up. But during the COVID, when the whole world shut down, Phytoscience business owners are smiling home. This is what someone made in March. It is even juicier to see what someone made in June this year. Just last month, someone made about $10,000 for 1 month. Yes. Imagine the beauty of making $10,000 in 1 month. This is somebody's 20 days earning. I spoke with a young man who put his hand on his head and said, Alex, this is my 4-year salary. Imagine how much he is earning. What kind of dream can he build on that kind of earning, where someone somewhere is earning that for just 20 days? At Phytoscience, we have a very rich lifestyle, which is from our arrow maker. Now, at Phytoscience, it is generally accepted that 10% of whatever we earn is kept for us in our reserve maker. Now, in that reserve maker, what happened? You can cash out. You are not forced to use it to buy products. This is what happens in some places. They will force you to use it to buy their products so you can resell. They turn you to a salesman. It's really so repulsive when you go into shops or you go into the streets and you see people opening cups of medication and selling to you bit after bit. That does not happen in Phytoscience because Phytoscience operates a very high standard. At Phytoscience, when we do trips, we really do a lot of touring with our trips. We don't just do trips and lock people down in houses and we take them back to the airport once the travel is over. No, at Phytoscience, once we are in travels, we go to a lot of places, we do a lot of sightseeing, because at Phytoscience, we believe if you don't learn how other people live, your education is not complete. This was our Dubai trip, and it really was an intriguing one. It is a beautiful trip that many of us are looking forward to the next trip. Phytoscience, like I said, is making ordinary people to do extraordinary exploits. These are young men who never believed that one day they will have a car written in their name, but they are able to achieve all that. For more information, please, you'll visit the website www.iphyto.com. And you will also want to get back to the person who has invited you for this presentation. Kindly, we implore that you go back to whoever it is that shared the link or called you or spoke with you or met you somewhere to discuss about you coming on board this presentation. You don't need to say because I came and I saw the one look like me, it looks like my friend, it looks like, no. I'll say a very big thank you to everyone for staying put this evening, despite the hiccups of the network. And I want to ask, we have room for questions here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll say a very big thank you to us. May God bless you and have a wonderfully blessed time. I will want to stop my share now, and I will want to ask if we have questions, can anybody please ask questions? And if we have anyone who still got testimony to help us share testimony. Thank you so very much, everyone. Wow, I like it. Thank you so very much. I'm getting a full screen reaction. Thank you so very much. I am really so grateful. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please, any questions, please? You can unmute yourself and ask your question. Hello, can anybody hear me? Do we have a question? Do we have some guests in the house? The old ones have heard it repeatedly, and I'm sure it's not new to them.
It's because the presentation had been too clear.
Otumba, good evening, sir.
Good evening, my sister. Very, very clear presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. I should get questions if the presentation is so clear. I should get questions like, okay, where do I pay to? When do I get my form? I want to start right now. I should be getting something like that. I'm seeing a name like Rotimi Ogundeji. Thank you for coming. David Akindele, I still want to hear your voice. You've been here from the beginning. I want to say thank you. I see Comitex, thank you so very much. Andrew Akindele, your hand is up. Mama Lau Emmanuel, your hand is up. Okay, can you please unmute yourself and let's hear your question if you got any. Injuries you get, make sure Vivi Consult, thank you so very much. I'm so grateful. I'm so elated to have you back on board. Thank you. Mama Lau, can we hear you?
Thank you very much, Mama Alex.
I've not heard your voice today, Lord.
I stopped when you were away. When the network threw you out, I shared the testimony.
Oh dear.
You won't be able to see my face. I'm in the kitchen.
Okay, Mama, cook for all of us, please.
Oh yes, and I will DHL. Thank you so much. Lovely. Now, you know, when you were presenting about the actual clause, I actually wanted to ask about the mills of water.
Good evening, my sister.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. Akisha, where is Beth? Can you please hold on?
Good evening.
Someone is asking a question.
I have a question.
Hold on, please. Hold on, please. Mama Laun, please go on.
Yes, the actual clause, because to be honest, I recommended it for somebody just today, and she was asking me how many mills. I can't answer because I was thinking she's not using it to treat, she just to maintain. So I just told her, use any mills, but please clarify for the sake of those of us who don't even know which is which. I've used it before, but I always add it to Snowy Fault. You understand? But now she's not on Snowy Fault. So she just asking me how many mils of water. I've posted it to her. She has not received it yet, but at least when I know the right thing now, I can correct myself. I just say, oh, any mils of water.
Okay. I always use the word 4 ounces of water. I have had a lot of people ask me, Alex, this your ounces. How are we going to know what 4 ounces are? And I say a highball glass contains less than 50 cl. A highball glass, which will take a PET Coca-Cola, is about plus or minus 50 cl. A quarter of that should be like 12.5 cl.
So that's
about 12 cl. I think 12 cl is 4 ounces.
They're in mils. How much is it in mils?
That is mil.
Like
12, because 12 cl should be, is it 120 mil?
Okay.
I think so. 12 cl.
Good evening. This is Mrs. Akisha was talking.
Correct. I hope my math this evening is correct. I think that's about 120 mil.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you so very much, ma.
Thank you, ma.
You're welcome. Akinshawa Elizabeth, you can ask your question now.
Hello.
Hello.
I have a question.
Okay. Are you
Someone
a
wants
first
to.
timer?
Yeah, I'm a first timer of speaking to you, but I've registered, I think, about 6 months ago.
Who is your sponsor, ma?
Soft Mind is my upline, upline, and Mama Love is from UK.
Okay, can we hear your question, ma?
Yes. Someone wanted to register under me, and he's in US. So, and he has already done the registration online. He only wanted my username, my email address, and my phone number. So I don't know how to go about that type of registration, and I'm in Nigeria.
Can I get it correctly? You have someone who is ready to sign up.
Yes.
And the person is asking for what?
He has already started his registration online himself.
No, ma. Phytoscience will not allow that.
Okay.
You will be the one to do is sign up for him.
Okay.
Are you a platinum, ma?
I don't know even where I am, but I think we've bought about 26 double system and
okay, you did the gold promo. That means the gold promo to platinum. You will be the, who is your upline, your direct upline?
Mama Love from London.
Okay, please, can you speak with Soft Mind? What is your username, ma?
Teddy's.
Teddy, can you please, after this timeout, speak with Soft Mind so that she can help you in processing that person's registration, or teach you how to go about it? Because
the man wanted to do it by himself. Anyway, I will still talk to him that it's not possible. But he said he has started online and there was asked my number, my username, and all that. But I've given him all those information.
Okay, from what he was doing, how far did he go?
I will now ask.
The issue why he wanted to do it by himself, is it based on trust or what?
No, because he wanted to be taking the product directly. He does not want the product to come to Nigeria. You understand me? He wanted to do it directly so that, they will deliver the product to him in US.
I know Malaysia will still ask him to go back to the person who told him about it.
Yes, that's what they told him, and I've given him
I know that's what they will say. A lot of people try to do that. They will still tell them to get back to the person who has informed them about the business. Please get back to Soft Mind. She will really put you through and she will advise you accordingly. Thank you so very much, ma. God bless you.
I really appreciate that. Bye.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have the hand of Mr. Akindele up. I don't know if Mr. Akindele is still here. Mr. Akindele, your hand was up.
Yes, I have 2 points. The first point
Do we have Mr. Akindele?
Can you hear me?
Mr. Akindele, are you still in the house?
Yes, I am.
Oh, Mr. Akindele, good evening. It's good to have you here. It gives and gladdens my heart anytime I come on Zoom and I see your name. I don't know, it thrills me kind of. Wow, good evening, sir.
Thank you. I just want to make the point that I'm also in the US.
Leave now.
It's semi-finals. It's just so tense and engaging that they're hard to enjoy.
We can barely hear you, sir. Can you help us? And please, can everybody mute their mic, please? Mr. Akindele, can you help us speak a little louder? I know it might not be so conducive, but please.
Hold on. Alexa, mute TV.
Okay.
Yes, I'm also in the US, and I was able to sign up in Nigeria. and then they were able to transfer me to Malaysia. When I was transferred to Malaysia, when I order items now, it comes from Malaysia to the United States. So the lady before was asking about how to get product directly to the United States, not from Nigeria. So what I'm saying is that it's possible to transfer your registration from Nigeria to Malaysia. I'm just making that comment for her. Did I make any sense?
Yes, yes, I think I'm going to repeat what I think you said. If
Okay.
that is okay, you can please give me a reaction, sir. You asked that you think you did some sign-ups or requested, or you were transferred to Malaysia platform and you ordered for some products or did some registration and they came all the way from Malaysia to the United States. You're asking if that is correct or if that is allowed or if that can be done. I don't know if I got that correctly.
No, Mama Alex, what he said, he's trying to reassure the lady that asked the question that he lives in the US, but he registered on the Nigerian platform and later on transferred his account to the Malaysian platform. And so he gets his products directly from Malaysia. So the lady that has the person in the US that wants to directly be collecting from Malaysia doesn't have a problem. He should just register under her and then later on transfer his account to Malaysia.
Okay. Thank you so very much, Mama, for bailing us out. I'm going to tell us, Mr. Kindele, I now understand what you say, but there is a reason why what the guy wants is not possible. Let me explain it for the sake of those who will want to or who will be facing that kind of situation. Now, this guy wants to register himself by himself.
Okay.
He wants to be the one to do the sign up by himself and not anybody doing the sign up for him. If I have a client now or I have a prospect, I get their detail, I key in their detail into the system. But this guy wants to key in his own detail by himself into the system, choosing Malaysia or America or wherever. Are we getting the two scenarios? So where he was doing, he's been asked for the detail of the sponsor, and Malaysia readily asked him to go back to that sponsor for the sponsor to do that key in for him. I know some people attempted that and they were sent back to go and look for, because you know you have a plenty platform where you can really get the detail of somebody. If you think of prospect in your genealogy, if you look at your back office in your genealogy, you'll see number of downline placements or placement genealogy, you'll see prospect. A prospect can fill in their detail for you to do their sign up directly in your back office. And that's when you send in your username that is in your home page, that is Phytoscience / your username. If you send it to people, once they click on it, it will ask for their detail. But I've also learned that some people Google Phytoscience themselves and they click on join. When they click on join, they will want to sign up themselves by themselves, just like visiting every other website and keying their detail inside and requesting for the product. But because Phytoscience will want this thing properly detailed, they will want you to get the person who has invited you involved. So that is what Mama Elizabeth is going through, and I'm sure that is going to be solved. The person will get adequately educated on why Phytoscience is doing that. So for it not to consume our time, she should please see Soft Mind, who is going to help her. But it does not stop him from changing his package or putting himself under Malaysia. It does not stop him. He can be on any package that he wants. He can be on any country that he wants. Thank you. Is there any other question? I can see Ophios in the building. Ophios, good evening and welcome to this timeout. Just a little pity that we are about rounding everything up here. I'll say a very big thank you to everyone. Does anybody have any question, please? Now, before we go, I want to say this. I wanted to say it initially, but because of the juggling in and out of the network, we are having a presentation in Abeokuta on the 10th July. Oh, that's the eve of my birthday. Oh, instead of me to be preparing peppered something, to be mixing peppered and something peppery in my house for the next day, we will be having a huge presentation in Abeokuta, and it is really rolling on a big level. In case you have anybody in Abeokuta and its environs, please tell them to tell the people they know, to tell whoever is in that environs to please be at the venue of the presentation at Basic Trust Event Center by Darby's Close off Obagbadebo Road, close to Opik Tower, Abeokuta. I will take it again. The event is happening in Abeokuta on the 10th of July 2021. I don't know, Mr. Tolu, will you permit me to play something for them for their hearing? I hope you will allow me. I can't help it. Mr. Tolu, please, can you please? You can reach me or Mr. Tolu.
Go ahead.
You said?
You can go ahead.
Thank you so very much for that. I'm going to play our jingle to the house, and let me announce to you, you are the first set to hear about this jingle. The jingle is in Yoruba language and is also in English version. I'm going to play it now. I hope we are going to hear this. And if you have anybody in Abeokuta, please tell them it's happening big on the 10th of July, 2021. The first session is 10 a.m. The second session is at 1 p.m. at the Basic Trust Event Center by Darby's Close off Obagbadebo Road, close to Opik Tower. Please listen.
Lórílẹ̀-èdè Switzerland pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ Phytoscience láti Malaysia ṣe ń pe gbogbo ènìyàn láti wá kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lórí àyípadà ní ti ọ̀rọ̀ ìlera ìyẹn plant stem cell ẹ̀ka sẹ́ẹ̀lì láti ohun ọ̀gbìn èyí tó jẹ́ ọ̀nà tuntun tí a lè fi dojú ìjà kọ àìlera àti ìṣẹ́ káàkiri àgbáyé. Ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yìí yóò kọ́ bó ti lè mójútó ọ̀rọ̀ ìlera rẹ. Bákan náà yóò sì kọ́ lọ́nà tí wàá gbà láti máa pawó wọlé tí yóò sì ní dí iṣẹ́ àti okòwò rẹ lọ́wọ́. Darapọ̀ mọ́ ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó ń kọ́ni bá a ti ń pawó wọlé àti bá a ti ń mójútó ọ̀rọ̀ ìlera wa ní ọjọ́ Sátidé ọjọ́ 10 oṣù keje ọdún 2021 ní Basic Trust Center off Obagbadebo Road nítòsí gbọ̀ngàn Opik Ògèléwó lábẹ́òkúta. Ọ̀nà méjì ní ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yìí pín sí. Aago 10 òwúrọ̀ ní ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àkọ́kọ́ yóò máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ nígbà tí ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì yóò wáyé láago kan ọ̀sán. Láti gbàyè sílẹ̀ tàbí béèrè ìbéèrè pé Alex sórí 0803 201 9008 tàbí kó o pe Tolú sórí 0803 408 3721. Mibel Biochemistry láti Zurich lórílẹ̀-èdè Switzerland àti Phytoscience láti Malaysia. Ó ní kí ẹ jẹ́ ká pawọ́pọ̀ láti fìyà jẹ àrùn àti òṣì.
That is the Yoruba version. Does anybody like it? Thank you. Thank you. Now, let's listen to the English version.
When the problem of wealth is solved, hope that our health does not become a problem. That is why Mibel Biochemistry, Zurich, Switzerland, and Phytoscience Malaysia is coming to your neighborhood, the rock city of Abeokuta, with a wealth and health business presentation. Mibel Biochemistry, Zurich, Switzerland, and Phytoscience Malaysia will educate you on the new medical revolution called plant stem cell, the new two-in-one way to secure your health and build wealth around the world. The health and wealth presentation, which will teach you how to secure your health through the use of plant stem cell, will also give you a passive source of income which helps you earn and own your business aside your major job. To be a part of this money-making and health securing seminar, join us this Saturday, 10th of July, 2021 at the Basic Trust Center of Obagbadebo Road, close to Opita at Okelewa, Abeokuta. The first session starts at 10 a.m. and the second p.m. Attendance is based on available hall capacity. So hurry and call Alex on 003-201-9008 or Tolu on 003-408-3721. Ibel Biochemistry is rich Switzerland and Phytoscience Malaysia. The future of medicine is here.
So how does this sound?
Wow.
Wonderful. Really wonderful.
Awesome.
Okay. I don't know. Mr. Tolu want me to share a screen, but I'd already sent the IV to the platform. A lot of us didn't take notice, and I'm sure because we have seen or heard what is happening tonight, I want us to go back to the Platinum Partners. If you are on the Platinum Partners platform, please make a noise, make a shout out, let people really get aware, because some people just read through it and they didn't just make a comment. But because we have listened to this, I'm sure we will all be looking forward to what is happening on the 10th of July. Please, let's make some noise. We have a capacity hall that is going to take a lot of people, and I will want your person to be duly represented there. I will want you to make a lot of money. We are not charging any of us. Just come. Mr. Tolu and Alex, by the grace of God, have taken charge of everything. Please be a part of this. You can move your business. You can do a lot for yourself. Reach out to people who are in your environs. Once they come, tell them to name you as the person who has invited them. But not for our jingle, because this jingle is strictly for Tolu. Not for our jingle. This jingle is for Alex and Tolu. That is why we are not sharing that on the platform. But because you are here tonight on this Zoom, you have the privilege of listening to this. But maybe by Friday we may release the jingle to the platform. But we have this thing. We have the invitation cards. You can please share it to as many people as possible. And I'm sure a lot of people you know in Abeokuta would listen to this, because it's going to run throughout from when to during the event on Saturday. I want to say a very big thank you to everyone. Thank you for coming tonight. I know you have gained something beautiful this evening. Thank you so very much. I really am so grateful. May God bless us all. We are going to unmute now, and please, we can all unmute ourselves, and let's say our greetings. Let's say our shout out. Wow, it's good to be here. Wow, it's good to be here. Thank you so very much. Who are we?
We are the